Stone's Creative Crafts. This is Kat, and today we're going to do some Makume Gane. I hope I said that right. I wouldn't say this is a tutorial because this is the first time that I'm trying it. I just figured I'd kind of try and capture that on camera. And so I've already conditioned some clay. I've actually done mine on like a 2 setting. I'm kind of a gut feeling girl, so I will watch how things are done and then I'll just do it my own way and we'll see. So I don't know if you can see in this light, I have like a baby pink, a chocolate brown and a silver. Now just to pre-warn you, I have a Chips, my cat, that is totally being a pain in the butt and being everywhere all over my desk. So anyway, I'm going to lay the silver on top of the chocolate and then the pink on top of that. I don't know why, because I want to. So I have actually conditioned this and done it out on a number 2. Because I want to. Now the things you're going to need, other than your clay, you're going to need some things to make shapes. So your cutters, whatever it is you have, okay, and you're also going to need your tissue blade and maybe a rolling pin. I've seen this done several ways. Hold on, I just need to get some texture sheets. Okay, I've also got a texture sheet or 2 that I like the idea of using as well. Okay, so I've seen this done several ways. I've seen people just build it and stack it and then cut it. And then I've seen people build it, stack it and stick it through the pasta machine. So I want to try 2 different ways of doing it. So obviously this is all really rather messy at the minute. So I'm going to trim everything to the same size. So we have something to work with. And there's no such thing, oh there's a hair there, it's like baking a cake, getting a hair on it. No such thing as wasted clay, as you know, we've discussed that before. So, okay, I've got this here. Now, I just think it's a really, really beautiful thing, this process. So, we have our colours there at the moment, and I'm going to cut this into thirds-ish. Okay, and I am just gonna squish it a little bit flatter. I do want it to go through the pasta machine this first time. I don't know why, I just do. I don't know, maybe I don't. No, I quite like the thickness of that actually. Okay, so if I just get my rolling pin, like I said, it's the first time I've done it, so it's going to have to bear with me, and we'll see where this takes us. Now, I conditioned my lightest colour first. Remember we've discussed that before, how your hands can just get filled with darker colours, especially like red and brown and stuff. So I conditioned from the lightest colour through to the darkest colour, and that's how I did it. Right, so I'm left with this at the moment, and I am going to cut it again. Now what I saw earlier, which I thought was a really good idea, was somebody had said that they put the cutters all the way through to the bottom, and then their bottom layer is always kind of lost. So what they had done, if I knew who it was, I'd name it at the bottom. I actually think I was reading something as opposed to a video, I'm not sure. But I am going to then put this, my cut-offs, my leftovers, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to put that just as a layer on the bottom so I can cut all the way through. So I just thought that was a good idea. So I'm just going to condition that on the same as the others on a number 2. That looks pretty cool in its own right, doesn't it, eh? I'm just going to put that on top. And I could do with using a thicker blade, actually, just to cut that out of the way. Trim it off. So obviously there's 101,000 things you can do with this stuff. Pens, pendants, earrings, people have come up with all sorts of different ideas on and around the internet. So if you hear some strange noises, that is Chips having a play. So, okay, so like I said, I have never done this, so this should be quite interesting. So I'm just going to, again, just roll that out. I just want it to be a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. Now, I've seen people just randomly, any old way, put the shapes into it. And I want to be a bit more pedantic. Is that a good word? But I'm a bit more pedantic than that. I kind of like the idea of having like a theme. So that's not deep enough, is it, for the thickness we have? So I do like the idea of butterflies. So now some people also use the thicker side of a cutter. Some people use the thinner side of a cutter. So I'm going to try both. Aha! I was really hoping that something like this would happen, because then we can turn that around and put it back in there. Cool. Okay, I don't want that to happen any more than that time though. So that's going to go back in the same way. Now some people, like I said, they cut all the way down to the bottom, others don't. Some people stick it through the pasta machine when they've finished, others don't. Some people just squish it back together, others don't. So I think that really what we have to do when we're learning something is just try. So that's what I'm doing, is just trying. So obviously I want that left in there. There we go, squish it back together. But who knows how this is going to turn out? Nobody knows anything, do they? So, because I thought about doing a nice little pretty intricate butterfly and you know, and make all the patterns within the butterfly, and then I thought, well, my first go, let's just see what happens and mess around. So I mean, I think I did attempt this one time and I didn't really understand it, or even understand clay in that way then, like I do now. So let's just do this. I'm squishing it back together. I keep getting it at my nails. I don't know about anyone else, but I hate getting things in my nails. Not that I have posh nails or anything, I just don't like things in them. I keep my nails short for craft purposes. Let's put that, oh, let's turn that up that way. Okay. Right, so I've cut, you know, pushed a load of things in there. Something just like random. I just don't know if I like this idea of random, but there we go. Something sharp and pointy. I went to put in something sharp and pointy just to make little holes. So yeah, we're trying random now, but like I said, I'm not sure I like the random, but we'll see. I want to know if it would work with something bit different, you know. Pick it up, but it's cut in half. Okay, so I'm going to do here now. I'm just going to turn it over, and it just seems to be no set rule to any of this, to be honest with you. So I was looking for what results I liked the best, depending on what people did, and I don't know. It's just all different, wasn't it? So we'll see. Okay, I'm kind of happy with this. I just want to squish it back and make it a bit smaller, you know, so it's a bit taller. What are you doing over there, Chipsos? I don't think you're supposed to be going down the side of the craft unit, are you? He was yelling at me for ages, and I wasn't sure why he was yelling at me, and that's because he couldn't get to his food. So now he's had his food, he should get a seat, but no. He wants to have a nosy and have a play around. Right, I am choosing a thicker, oh, excuse me, a thicker blade. So I just don't know if I trust the thin blade to do its job. So that's, I've gone really quite deep at an angle there, but wow, look how pretty that is. Yeah, I like choice of colours. I went really, really, really thick, which I shouldn't have done, but the angle's a bit weird for my liking, I think. Yeah, the cutting angle, that's nice and thin though. Wow, that's really beautiful. So you could do anything out of these, anything at all. And it would make really beautiful pendants. Hi Chips, are you coming over to be annoying? He is such a little baby. I've been teaching him tricks, and he can sit and give paw and go lay down. Now that he's learnt lay down, I'm going to get him to do play dead. And we'll do play dead. Maybe I should do that on videos. Oh wow, some of these pieces are really beautiful. Wouldn't it be good if you could do that as like a set picture? I may have to try with the set picture. You know, like I said, doing a butterfly and stuff. This is just so pretty. So, I guess you have to decide when you've cut enough and what you're cutting it for, because, you know, I didn't decide to, oh, I'll do pendants or I'll do earrings or anything. I just wanted to try it and shave it and see if I could shave it. That's what I wanted to do. What I'll do with it now, I have no idea, to be honest. Make pendants, probably. That's really beautiful. So, I think I'll make a pendant, some earrings. I need to get some background colour sorted then, don't I? So, I'll be back in a second. Just going to condition some backgrounds and see what we can do. Okay, I have decided this should be the base colour. And, you know, the chocolate colour we're using. Well, it's not really chocolate. I don't know if chocolate looked like that. Probably wouldn't want it. So, I am looking at these really beautiful patterns. And I really like this as a pendant in its own right here. And then I think making some matching earrings would be good. So, what I want to do, first off, I need to cut a straight line. And I'm not really in view there, am I? Let's change this a second. La 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 la. La 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 la. There we go. So let's just put our jump ring in for our pendant. That should sit there nicely. Okay. So I want to cut the edge on that one. Yep. Okay, and cut the edge on that. This would be great for doing pens and stuff, wouldn't it? Lay that across there. Okay, I like, see it has this little wave and this little wiggle. I like that. And we need to be able to leave a rim around the edge. And I think, let's get my bendy one. You always know your bendy one because it has loads of kinks in it and you can't cut a straight line with it, right? Like this. So, the one. And I just want to be able to round off the edges a little bit. Okay, not too much. That's fine. Okay, so that is the pendant. And you could put that on thicker again, you know, onto thicker clay again, but it doesn't need to be. So that is number one. Look at that. It's a really beautiful pattern. I really love it. Easier than I thought. Easier than I anticipated. I don't know. So, anyway, the scraps that we had in the background, I just want to show you something. I don't know if you know you can do this, but you can make straight lines just by getting these scraps and twisting them. So let's just see. Fold this up and try not to get any air bubbles in it. La 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 la. I feel rather silly today. Okay. So, and then fold that in half. I don't know if it'll work now. It doesn't matter anyway. I was messing around. I was going to see if it would do as a background. So twist it like that. Stick it through your pasta machine or whatever setting you like. And you have stripes. That's quite like a wood grain, really, now. But that was kind of cool. And yeah, I like doing those things. So earrings, that's what we need. So we need to recondition the brown. and stick that through the pasta machine on the same setting we use for the necklace, which for me is, I think we're on a 3. Okay, and we'll do one earring at a time. Let's see what we've got. So I like this bit here. I do. I think it's nice. So if I take like this, excuse me sniffing, I've had a cold as usual. Well, and there's hay fever going around. You know, going around, you can't have hay fever going around, you just get hay fever. It's that time of year. So I take this one. There we go. And do the same. Wrong colour. So I really need to put a little jump ring in there. I'm just showing you because you know what to do anyway, because we just did the other one. So that means I would have to turn off camera and go get them, but you know what I mean. This is 2 earrings. La la la. Just round those edges a little bit. There we go. Almost done. So now what I need to do, and I will do, is lift up a little bit and stick a jump ring there. And we'll do the same on this one. Then you have your pair of earrings to match. That is just so cool, this Makume Gane. So there's my attempt, anyway, at it. Let me know what happened the first time you did it. That would be really good. And also, what kind of things do you make with it? Because I like the idea of like pens and hair slides and... yeah, I think I may do a Makume Gane hair slide for you next time and show you how I do one of them. So, like I said, I wouldn't say this was a tutorial at all. But it was me attempting it for the first time, and there you go, Makume Gane, my first attempt. Let me know what you think. Beautiful, isn't it? Well, guys, it's not that difficult. Seriously, give it a try, see what you think. You imagine the things you could do. Never ending, isn't it? Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thanks so much, guys, for all you subscribers and watchers and the likes and even the dislikes. Although, you know, why do people dislike and then not say what they dislike about it? I don't know. Not that it matters, because, you know, I do what I do and I do it because I like it, and that's that. And if you like it too, that's great. And if not, well, you know, it doesn't really matter. So enjoy trying this, or extending further if you already do it. It was easier than I thought, that's for sure. So have a great day, guys. See you later. See you next time. Bye.